Greetings and salutations, this is Despereaux from the desk, and today I'm going to do a book review on the book The Tale of Despereaux by Kate DiCamillo. Now, the story is about a mouse, a bowl of soup, a spoon, a spool of thread, and so many other things. There's four main characters that I want to talk about. There's the mouse, Despereaux, the rat, Despereaux, the maid, and the princess. Okay, those are the four main characters that I want to talk about. Despereaux is born as a small mouse. He's not really wanted or loved by his parents, and they expect him to die, but he doesn't. He grows up small, but he's unusual because he doesn't cower. He's not afraid of anything. He's basically a giant in his own eyes. And so he's a little bit different. That's why his parents send him away, or the council, the mice send him away because he's not like everybody else. Now, Despereaux is a rat. Despereaux is a really interesting name. It means a combination of light and darkness coming together to make a beautiful thing. So Despereaux is a rat, and he lives in darkness, and he's not exactly sure. He knows he's different, but he's not exactly sure how, and he expresses this difference to a friend, and the friend's like, oh, you just gotta go down and torture the prisoners down in the dungeon and you'll be fine, it'll be great. Despereaux tries it, but it really doesn't fill him with that kind of want he has. The only time he feels that want is when the jailer catches him and lights a match, and that's when it springs in his mind he wants light instead of darkness all the time. And the person I want to talk about is the princess. Now, she lost her mother. Her father was kind to her, but she meets Despereaux and she falls in love with Despereaux, and Despereaux starts telling her stories, and that's why she falls in love with him, because he's telling her stories. Now, then there's the maid. The maid is unloved, unwanted, serves the princess, and she doesn't dream of just serving the princess, she dreams of being the princess. She thinks she's the princess half the book. She dreams of being that. That's what she aspires to, which doesn't make, she's in the highest position she can get. So, yeah, anyway. She meets the rat, Despereaux, and the rat, at this point, is very mad at the royal family, so he tricks the maid into doing something horrible. That's all I'm going to say about the book. You want to know more, you have to read the book. I'm sorry. You have to read it. It's amazing. What I like about the book is that it has so many elements and it brings them all out. I love the name Despereaux. I would love to name one of my children that, but they'd probably hate me for the rest of my life if I did that. So, I like the idea of someone small thinking they're a giant in their own mind, because I'm 5'8" and I think I'm a giant anyway. So. It's amazing, and the way they wrote the princess was really good. She was a very interesting person, and the maid was, I could see where she was coming from and why she did what she did. Okay, would I suggest you read it? Yes, read it, please. It's amazing. And that's all I can say about that book without giving the whole thing away. But I am going to read one quote from it. And you'll probably recognize me saying this in a couple of my other videos because I said it. This is from The Tale of Despereaux by Kate DiCamillo, and this is the quote. Stories are light. Light is precious in a world so dark. Begin at the beginning. Tell Gregory a story. Make some light. That's the whole reason I write, guys, because stories are light. And in a dark world, light is just so precious, and there's not that much of it. So when you write a story, write it with that in mind. When you tell a story, tell it with that in mind, that in a world so dark, light is precious. Well, this has been my book review. I'm Despereaux from the desk. Beautiful dreams.